What's going on, guys? I got a brand new video for you today, and I want to ask, was the Justice League rushed? Now, if you've been following the DC's release of movies and the MCU's release of movies, you can come to a conclusion that Justice League came out a lot sooner than it should have. Let's look at the DCEU timeline. Warner Bros. Released Man of Steel back in 2013, a blockbuster film introducing their new face of Superman, Henry Cavill, then only 3 years later, released Batman vs Superman with Ben Affleck taking over the mantle as the face of Batman. This in itself should be a problem to a lot of viewers watching. We never had a lead-up movie for Batman of the DCEU, but again, maybe they thought, hey, we don't need to make another Batman movie, so we're just gonna throw him in there. But I think context is everything, and I feel as if for the character like Batman, we need to understand more about this Batman and how he came to this point of his life. We see frames in the movie where he's clearly ran to the Joker and had a Robin, but really not much else. The same year of 2016, we get probably one of the worst movies DC has in their catalog, and it's Suicide Squad, introducing characters we've never seen before on screen, like Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, Will Smith's Deadshot, Captain Boomerang, and the very hated Jared Leto's Joker. Now, we understand this movie is in the DCEU, but the story never ties into anything Justice League related, although Batman has made an appearance. Now, it's 2017, and DC decided, let's make a Wonder Woman movie, which I thought was a good move for DC, honestly, a way for fans to really capture the character and tell her story, only to release the Justice League 5 months later. Never introduced Flash, Cyborg, or Aquaman, 3 characters never introduced with a solo or collab films, and only 2 characters who has solo films at this point. Now, I know not every character needs a solo film, but the way they did it feels very rushed and doesn't feel like the Justice League is an actual team, just people who got recruited by a billionaire. I understand why they felt like they needed to push this out when their competitor in year 2017 is literally in phase 3, coming out with movies like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Thor Ragnarok, which is arguably the best Thor movie, and Black Panther. At this point, no wonder DC is ringing the alarm bells like, hey, Marvel's going crazy with movies, and we're literally putting out movies like Suicide Squad. Now, moving past 2017, DC has given us Aquaman in 2018, Shazam in 2019, Birds of Prey in 2020, Wonder Woman in 1984 in the same year, Zack Snyder's Justice League in 2021, a sequel to Suicide Squad in the same year, and then Black Adam last year. But guess what? None of that matters with the face of Superman gone, which already shatters the DCEU, and Dwayne Johnson is reported to not take place in James Gunn's first chapter of storytelling. Gal Gadot, the actress who plays Wonder Woman, is a mystery since the 3rd movie got shelved. But don't worry, we still got Aquaman and Shazam set for release this year, but no confirmation if they're going to be in the rebuilding plan. Let's not even talk about the Flash movie. All that to say, this all could have been avoided if Warner Bros. Just took their time rebuilding the foundation of the DCEU and not rush out movies competing with the MCU, and maybe you wouldn't have to cancel films like Batgirl. Now, who knows what's going to be next for the DCEU and for the remaining actors in it, but aside from the DCEU, I'm really enjoying the DC Elseworlds, and it's less complicated and more focused on the individual story, such as the Batman and the Joker. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment if you agreed or disagreed, or just want to give your opinion on DC. With that being said, thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.